You people are very special for us. You're stepping into that extraordinary world of science and technology that is enveloped around us. It is very challenging for our country. This new world that we're stepping through is it's new for the whole world. I love overturning the idea for a start that was a primitive culture. We are heritage to an ancient culture. The rest of the world kind of lost its way a little bit, I think. We know that humans normally, we actually are very supportive of each other.
So every single workshop you're going to be doing, you'll be looking at that connection between what our knowledges are, what our ancient knowledges are, how that relates to all this stuff called science, math, engineering and technology. From both places, respecting where that knowledge comes from both places. So I'm going to go from 3, my dot's going to be roughly there. I'm Dr. Chris Matthews I'm the chair of the Aboriginal and Strait Islander Mathematics Alliance. I'm also from the Quandamooka people of Manduraba. I've got a PhD in applied mathematics. So what we actually really do in the end is actually show how circle is the centre of our philosophies through Gurtu or kingship, and then how we actually position ourselves and make relationships with all the processes of the world around us.
A lot of communities are bound together in kind of like a circle thing. Like everyone has a relationship with each other.
I'm hoping that when next time they're in a maths classroom, they can actually see these representations of circles like sine, graphs, radius and all that sort of stuff, and say that, oh, this is part of who I am.
I'm Anton Seaborn.
And I'm Hannah Yates, and we've been running the Music, Math and Culture workshop today with a little taste of science in there as well. Looking at mainly mathematics and music and how that works, and playing equations and then writing the equations as musical notes, so that connection is there, and then linking it in with a few cultural elements as well, which has been really, really nice. It's good to see the kids kind of coming at it from a different angle, so all of a sudden they're seeing maths as something that is creative and that is really exciting. And one of the kids said, oh, you should call this the fun maths class. So that made me feel really, really good, because that's the aim, is that you're making sure that they actually understand the beauty and the creativity of the scientific and the mathematics subjects, and how that works into everyday stuff, into culture and into the arts as well.
Hello, my name is Stuart Martin. I come from central part Arnhem Land in the Northern Territory. My tribe is Rambaranga, my clan is Balngara, and my skin is Gambarang. Yeah, I'll be teaching the kids how to prepare a spear. There's 2 types of spear. There's one the Jimiri and one the Japu. Fire is play an important role of making spears. And the kids learn today how it actually works, warming up the spear, because the spear gets really flexible from the fire, and to straighten it up.
I nearly hit my sister. Away from it. We're like this. Hey!
I'm from the Manjali language group and Womu language group and Katila language group. And the workshop I've been doing this morning is about Crobbery equations. In that workshop, look at different ways that we can open up the children's mind to understand about how maths has been a part of this place since the beginning of our time as well. We're creating our own little Crobbery by making up different little equations, using the number of students that are here and using a bit of their creative thoughts to think about animals and people or culture in general of lifestyle, and hopefully that they will learn that when they're sitting inside their classrooms and they've got all these numbers floating around on the pages in front of them, that they can realise that can all be very, very easily simplified, and the simplification can come from just knowing that it is a story, and it's just how that story is coming about. We were mathematicians, we were scientists, we were engineers, we were all these things, right? But we weren't in those titles, okay? We had our own language for that, okay? Right? You are your ancestors, okay? And you are our future.
AECG!
So, hi, my name's Kyara Neen and I am a project officer for the New South Wales Aboriginal Education Consultative Group. We're at a STEAM camp out at Yarramundi in Western Sydney. Our STEM and STEAM camps are focused on involving our Aboriginal students in outdoor classrooms and not everyday experiences that they would usually see. We are in partnership with the Prime Minister and Cabinet for our STEAM camp here at Yarramundi. Our aim is to give them a taste of what it could be like to go into the career of science, technology, engineering, arts or mathematics. So we always get children coming up to us after these camps and reinstating just how good it was and how much they would love to see themselves go into a career in those pathways, and that's one of our biggest aims.
Notice all these numbers around here on your compass? Say it for me. Don't follow the red needle. When you solve that, you'll get an answer and that will take you to the next treasure. So that way. And how far? How many metres? How distance to next? 9 metres. We're almost there.
Work out degrees so you know where to go. East is your clue, don't go there. Then we have to press like the find button, and then the number that we get we have to find during the list, and then we press enter, and then it just takes us to our location. Found it!
So this creek starts up the hill a little bit, runs all the way down to the lagoon. Now we're having to pump water from the lagoon into this creek so we can be using it because we haven't had any rain. And then we're going to be doing some dip netting and we're going to see what's living in the water. Because those animals that are in the water also help us to decide if the water's good quality or not.
It's like a little bug thing. It's like a water bug. Yeah, that's what I got.
I found a tadpole.
Yeah, I found one too. I found a tadpole.
Oh my god, that's a big one.
So cool. You have to stick it down until this much because that's the deepest. I found something. What are you? That's a small bug.
This was a game where people learnt and practiced their skills for hunting. Because when you're hunting, you need to be able to hit often a moving target. A digging stick had many uses, but one use you could have was to protect your baby. We're going to build a shelter, a bush shelter, or give it a go. Does it look stable? Yeah?
To go out to long neck today and experience that. Look, I think New South Wales AECG should give themselves a round of applause. It was an amazing trip, and I'm hoping as the AEL Forbes Hill High School to come to many more. We travelled 4.5 hours to come here, and I think the importance of coming to these trips and these camps is connecting our kids back to culture Australia-wide.
And with the STEAM camp, it's very important that the kids learn that the cultures that we're learning here today, which is the science, the technology, the art, the maths, engineering, that it's a future. It's from the past, but it still goes along in future direction for our young people, and it will continue for many years to come.
So you'll use certain trees to make rope. The rope for many different uses, like binding stuff together, like axe heads or canoes.
Do it as long as you can, without like breathing. No, forget about it.
activity we're going to be doing today is egg drop, which I'm sure some of you have probably done before, which is the activity where you have to create an enclosure for an egg and then drop it from, I don't know, maybe 2 meters, and hopefully it doesn't break.
So when you hold your boomerang, you can have a little look at it closely, right? There's a front side and there's a back side, right? The back is very flat, right? The front side sort of comes out, right? Now these boomerangs here, these ones here are only made out of plywood. You can buy it in the shop, right? But these boomerangs normally are made out of the branches from the trees.
Knowledge has been passed down using artwork, dreamtime stories, dance and music. This is what keeps our culture alive, so we want to keep that culture going. These stories are passed down from generations to generations, so from your elders, your mothers and fathers may even know them.
Kangaroos and emus fired some food, and the kangaroo has to cross the waterway because he's run out of food.
A man came with his boomerang and killed both the snakes.
We've got the meeting place here, and then they're going to do a rain dance to bring back the rain so they have water for the animals, and then we're going to add in some emu tracks and some kangaroo tracks.
My favourite part was when we were doing spearing and I made a spear and I get to take it home now. And my other favourite part is when I got a boomerang.
The thing I really enjoyed about the STEAM camp was making the spears and building the huts when we went on our excursion.
My favourite part of this camp was at night time. We're just playing around with the didgeridoos, just making animal noises into them.
My favourite part about the Yarramundi camp was meeting new friends and getting the opportunity to make spears and stuff like that.
And I enjoyed making new friends and I learnt that maths is in everything.
It was fun. I got to make lots of new friends and we got to learn how to make spears and throw spears. Even though I love the spears, maths is my profession and I always love maths.
Thanks AECG for everything you've done.
As we've come into the Yarramundi camp, I feel it vital that our young Aboriginal students come together and learn and educate together. We come in as strangers, but we leave as family.